coffee, yay. Well, I can feel that loosening my shoulder up. Oh man, that feels good. I was tight from doing sticks. Do some on this side too. I probably should count how many I'm doing. I just don't. I often just go till I feel it loosen up and it starts feeling okay. I can move a little bit more, and okay, more than what I count. I mean, you should try to do the same amount on each side, any exercise. And you can, like, you know, like you're trying to stick something that's way far away, you know, like overextend, you know. God, does that feel good. I'll stretch my arm out as far as I can get it to go, like that. Put it like that. And up, down. Under like this. These are all good warm-ups, man. Especially for an older person. You know, if you're like stuck and you can't get up or something very much and you have a hard time getting up and you can't work out much, well, hell, you can work out your hands. Screw it. You should be good with something like this. And it has self-defense applications too. Obvious. You can see what I'm doing with it. A little fake knife that don't weigh much, but you don't have to be very strong to lift it. So you might as well practice with it. Why not? And just switch both hands, but you know, that's what I've been doing. Hell, you can put your phone up and do what I'm doing. Do exactly, you know, watch yourself. Or put the rope up and hit a rope. I should get busy on that damn sandbag and figure out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. It's like I like hitting it, having it in the ground and hitting it too, but I like having something up here so I can like hit like a target that's like a face and a head. You know, I can hit with my elbows and whatever the hell I want to hit it with. Sticks, clubs, forearms, elbows, fingers, whatever. My human apeness. Ah, that's what it is, really. You know, you're rediscovering what your primitive ancestors used. You know, the ape people that we once were before we became humans. We're still apes. You know, we're just a different kind of ape. Our ancestors were fucking badasses, man. I mean, think about it, man. They took down them big animals. Would walk up to the side of animals that are the size of a house and fucking stab them with a freaking stick with a damn sharp rock on it. It's like, oh my God, could you imagine doing that? That's how you want some spare ribs, dude? Oh yeah, no problem. We'll just go stick this water buffalo here that can fucking kill 10 people by going like this. And these guys go out and do it. That's some badass dudes that can do that shit, man. I wish I was that badass. I do, man. I'm not. You know, modern society, well, They wouldn't even live nowhere as near as long as what I do, but will probably. I hope anyhow. They didn't, that's short, brutal life. So I think I'd like to be like one of them dudes. Like be like a caveman, be that strong and be that fit, but have all the conveniences of modern shit and modern health, and you know what I mean. Because I can't even imagine that. I've worked around. I'm a rural person. I've worked around animals all my life, like cows and pigs and stuff like that. And sometimes they're uncooperative. Sometimes they get mad at me. You know, there's really nothing. Just like a person, you get fits of stubbornness or you get mad at someone. I've had milk cows flick me off of them like a freaking booger. Like it's like whoa, and they're just letting you know, man. Hey, man, I can fuck you up if I want to. It's like okay, buddy, that's cool. Because just how powerful and strong they are. But they're typically pretty nice, sometimes you have ones that are assholes, so. And sometimes they'll even protect their babies and stuff when they're out there. They'll get kind of weird, especially around people they don't know. They get used to people, though. Whoever feeds them and takes care of them, they get used to you. They tolerate you, I guess, even though you're the one that's bringing them food. But they know to come. Okay, there's a dude with food. About time, one of them things. I used to do that. It's one of the jobs I had. I used to take care of milk cows, feed them, and clean their shit. Good job. I like doing it. I wish there were still farms around like there used to, where you could get the farmhand jobs like that, little farms. That was kind of cool because you just go and work in the morning and the evenings, and then you got the rest of the day to go screw around. Didn't pay much, but it's just like a little job. Go in the morning, go in the evening, bang it out, work probably 2-3 hours, and boom, rest of the day go fuck around, go home, take a nap, go work out, whatever. That's how I used to do that when I was a kid. It's all right. It's better not having a job and not having no money. And this is a good shoulder exercise. You don't have to have a knife. You could in your hand. You could just do it like this. But since I'm in the martial arts, I do it with a knife because why not practice that cut, that stab? Try to draw backwards or cut like this and try to come up or something. Why not? It's a good movement. Put something in my hand that gives me a little weight for some extra, And this is doing a good job loosening up my back here, or my trapezius muscle that's pretty sore from swinging sticks. From going like this, these get sore. Trapezius. And it's good, because the whole time, like while I was recuperating from having my surgical implant put in under here, I would do these light movements like this. Just real light. Nothing, not a lot of force, not any quick, none of that crap. Just a slight, basic, just that 1 through 8 basic pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breaking 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7. Just a 7's just that straight up angle from right here to this part of the leg. And your number 8's your over the head cut. Could be cut and thrust, because you turn a cut, you could slash, come down from that moment and change and put that into a thrust too, like that. I practice that quite a bit on my ropes. It's fun to do because it makes a specific sound when I do it, because it'll go clunk and you'll see the movement out through the rope. It'll go bloop in a certain line of energy you can watch go through it. That's when you know you got a pretty good thrust. And if you got a pretty good thrust and you got a sharp tool that's doing the thrusting, well, obviously what's going to happen. And this is a good way to practice. Use a rope, practice thrusting. Practice cutting. I'll go like this. Have an angle, because when you cut, what do? It's a saw. It's a reciprocating action. All cutting is, all blades are just saws. And when you cut, watch someone that's fast skinning. Watch how fast they go. Woo, 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 woo. I'm amazed about how some people, how quick they are with a knife, and how quick they can butcher animals and shit. It's like, holy shit, I don't ever want to be in a knife fight with that dude. I just seen him dismantle that animal in seconds. If that dude can do that to that animal, imagine what he could do to you. That's something to think about. Those are the guys that are really good with knives. Because I have a friend that he is a butcher, and I'm always like, dude, why don't you let me teach you and stuff? And he always thinks because he has certain problems that I couldn't do all that kicking and crap. I said, dude, I don't do all that kicking and crap. Most stuff I do is with weapons. And the biggest kick that all I'd require anyone is you can kick someone in the balls or kick them in the knee or leg or shins. If you can kick waist high, that's all the more you need, really. And the Chinese Kempo I can do. Now, if you can do more, if you can do all the spin kicks and roundhouse kicks and all the stuff that Taekwondo or Savate or karate does, that's wonderful. I think it's great. When I was a kid, I could do it. I still can do a lot of it. But reality's reality. And I'd kick someone in the head in the right circumstances because I can. But not a lot of people can. So if you can't do it, why fucking work towards doing something that probably wouldn't really work too good in the first place? And you may hurt yourself trying to attempt. If you're an older person and you're trying to learn a little bit how to protect yourself, or you're just someone just starting out and you're not very flexible yet, why worry about that? Why not worry about how you can kick practically and use that as your exercise, and then make your exercise progressively better and become more flexible? Because I highly recommend that people become as flexible as they possibly can, because the higher you can throw your kicks up and the more flexible you are and the more you learn to relax, the more powerful you become, man. In your punches too. You don't think that it applies? It does. It does. That flexibility and strength that you get in your legs goes right into your hands, man. When you're punching, and you don't even really realize it, because if you're flexible and you're able to move good, whether you throw high kicks or not, you're going to be more agile. I mean, look how agile gymnasts are. Look how well they move and stuff, and it's because they're so flexible, and you'll be less prone to injury too. So there's plenty of good reasons to work on flexibility, and I highly recommend everyone do it. Same time, you should work on strength too. That's important. It's all important. Just work on everything in little increments and do the best you can with it. If you're older like me, you just try to kind of work on staying alive and being able to do martial arts. The reality is, I'm not going to spar with people. I wouldn't last very long whatsoever. But in a real quick engagement, real quick with the hands and shit, I get a lot of dudes, man. They'll be like, whoa, this old man's crazy, They won't know where my strikes and stuff are coming from, especially if I'm in close range, And a lot of times they're like, "Oh, I want to learn that." Okay, well, pay me $35 an hour and I'll teach it to you. You know, everyone needs money. It's the way of the world. I would teach it too. You know, if a person's a halfway decent person, I don't want to teach this stuff to bad people. I don't. That's the last thing I want is to teach someone and fucking asshole fucking knife someone or some shit or, you know. This stuff is totally for protecting yourself. That's it. And you have to be real careful with who you teach. That's why I like to do lots of exercise, man. Because if I, okay, this is my practice for at my class for fucking 20 minutes or something. And a lot of people say, screw that, I don't want to do that. Because I tell you what, that one loosens me up good. You get a little velocity, do a little flick stab. I got to work on my shoulders, so. This is a good exercise too. Flick, 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 cut, 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 slash, number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, number seven, number eight. You know, that's what I keep working on is that star pattern. Because 360 degrees, your hands go around like that. But when you're making big slashing cuts or slashing stabs, that's what you're going to use something like that because you're going to be coming like that. You know, if you want to keep somebody off you or something, maybe you might cut at their hands and that, and they ain't backing off then, and then maybe you might go for I don't like that idea of that, but I would rather do that than let somebody that's really big and strong severely beat me or something, which is reality, you know. I'm not going to be able to fight nobody with my hands for very long boxing or using my strikes. That's just reality, you know. This is an implement that would put me on equal grounds with someone that's strong and powerful. Sucks the cold, grim reality of it, but it's the truth. You know. So this is a lot of my training revolves around this because I've done Chinese martial arts for years. I have extremely fast, explosive, powerful hands from doing Chinese martial arts. So it is, it only makes sense to me to study the blades and aspects of those Chinese martial arts. And I borrow heavily from both Japanese and Filipino martial arts. Why wouldn't I? They're both excellent martial arts. And maybe things that were lacking in some parts of in my knowledge, I borrow from them because them guys are good. I watch Japanese martial artists, do Tamashigiri all the time. I mean, when I say Japanese martial artists, they could very well be any, not necessarily Japanese people. They can be Americans or Japanese, because a lot of the people I watch are Americans. But I watch the actual Japanese people do them too, because a lot more of them are showing stuff now that, a lot of Americans, put stuff out there. And so now there's a lot of, Japanese people wanting to show their martial. I love watching it. It's kind of cool watching them do their historical martial arts, just like it's kind of cool to see like the European historical martial arts communities and stuff, as well as the Chinese, because I like the traditional martial arts a lot too, as well as the modern mixed martial arts. I like both, man. You can like both. It's perfectly fine, and they're useful. Don't let people tell you traditional stuff isn't. I never was a traditionalist ever. I'm not the. I used to, when I was younger, I admit it, I used to knock traditional martial arts, and I thought they were bullshit and stupid. And now that I'm older, and I've kind of like looked back more into them than what I did in my youth. And I'm like, I really like the tradition. I like them. I like all the traditional styles. I think they're cool, and I like studying them more and more, because I used to just take the attitude that I would just take whatever I want from them. Kind of like the absorb what is useful type mentality. But I suppose I just practiced them over the years and really started to gain a considerable amount. And the more I learned, the more respect I gained from the traditional martial arts and the people that keep them up. Even though I'm not, and I admit I did talk them down. And I'm sorry I did for that, because I think they're awesome. Now there is a tendency that happen that there's a lot of people that they claim they're doing traditional martial arts, and and really they're doing something like what I'm doing, but it's not it's way watered down from what I'm doing. I'm practicing things that will hurt people. Well, definitely, I practice with my sticks and all the stuff I practice, the strikes I do with my hand. They will hurt people. They work. They work time and time and time again. I can't have, the people that were injured, by this martial arts, and the look of shock, like someone's picking a fight with you, and they're trying to hurt you, and they're, forcing something out of you that, really I don't really want to come out. And the look of shock on them when you just fucking knock the fucking living shit out of them and bust their teeth out of their head and it's horrible. It's not fun. It really isn't a fun thing, because then you're the asshole because you hurt somebody. Even if the person forced you to have to do that. That's how you feel afterwards if you do hurt somebody. It's not no fun. I mean, sure, yeah, okay, I kicked ass, blah, 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 whatever, but the reality of it still doesn't really feel very good. Not, when it's like an argument that fucking got out of fucking control, and maybe people's tempers flared and their hands, shit went on, and boom, boom, boom. And you ain't ever really going to be friends with that person again after something went down like that. And you pretty much made an enemy for life. Sometimes, not always, I mean, like a lot of my buddies have hit me in the mouth and crap, and practicing and shit. I don't give a shit. But if you were really at it with someone that you're really having problems with, and you don't, you're at the point where you don't like that person that much, to where something like that happened to go down, and maybe you got a couple shots in it at one another, you ain't gonna be too damn friendly ever. I mean, when my circumstances where things like that went down with people and shit, I never was too fucking friendly with them ever again. I tended to fucking hate the motherfuckers for the rest of my life. When I'm just waiting. Oh God, I can't wait till something would come down again to where I could maybe get to fuck them up, you know, and be able to lawfully fuck them up and not get in trouble for it. Because I don't want to get in trouble, go to jail. Nobody wants that. Fuck that. And that's kind of fucked up that I had, you know, I'm not kind of have that kind of personality, but it kind of is the way I kind of thought. You know, now that I'm older, I think was very much an heiress for thinking that way when I was younger. But that, you know, hey, that's the kind of way I was younger. What I thought, as long as it was illegal, you know, and I'm not going to go to jail for it. I didn't care whether it went down or not. But if I thought I was going to go to jail for shit, you know, for getting into a fight or something, hell yeah, I'm going to avoid it like hell. But if someone's putting their hands on me and they're shoving me back and doing, you know, and if it's at my house or something, or I'm out in public and a bunch of people see it, and I'm going, hey man, get your hands off me. Hey man, hey, I'm being attacked here. Someone called, you know, hey, this person's aggressing me, you know, whatever. Help, and then boom, fuck them. Nobody come to help me. I yelled for the police. There's nobody around. This person won't keep their hands off of me. What choice do I got at some point? I'm not advocating for violence on anyone or getting into fights with people, but I'm just creating a scenario that, what do you do in that situation? You know? When you're someone like me, you're going to use jujitsu and roll on the ground with them and try to choke them out. Take 3 minutes to choke them out. 2-3 minutes. I mean, yeah, you can pull off a quick jujitsu technique and fucking, or chin nod, a joint lock or something. Yeah, okay. Maybe. But this guy's a big, strong construction worker, and he's a fucking tweaker or something, and he's got some kind of attitude because he just fucking caught his buddy fucking his old lady or something, and here's some fucking mouthy old man like me who pissed him off or something, and he decided he's gonna stomp the shit out of me. What does someone like me do? You know? I ain't got fucking 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute to be fucking grappling with anyone, to be wrestling with anyone. My shots have to be so freaking good and do so much damage that it's really going to put someone into shock. I have to overwhelm their nervous system, you know. If I'm put in a position where I have to hurt someone, or I mean not really hurt someone, but the position to where I have to protect myself, the technique that I'd have to use would have to be something that overwhelms them. I'm going to have to knock them straight out, or maybe someone come in at me and I was able to get their shirt around their neck and get behind them and choke the shit out of them or something like that real quick and put them out quick. Maybe I could, that would be cool to be able to do that, because then you'd really save somebody a lot of damage if you could pull that off. But I could really get into it, a nasty entanglement with that there is no way I'd be able to get out of. You know, if that didn't go right for me. And the best asset that I have are my strikes. Really are my knife techniques. But, you know, I'd really like to avoid that. So maybe I might do this while I'm trying to get the hell out of there, backpedaling. Or maybe I'd, you know, do like in Wing Chun, they always have that forward thing. I don't agree with that. I think sometimes you learn to backpedal and you give way to someone's power because someone's just too damn powerful for you. And you let them slip up and crack them with everything you got. You don't worry about blocking. You don't worry about none of that. You just worry about busting their fucking eye out of their head, or knocking or hitting them in the chin so hard they go, oh, like that. And then the next one does the same thing. It's a hammer fist in the neck or here, or whatever, wherever, in the temple or something that hurts them. You know, it makes them shudder. Because, I mean, if you crack somebody good, sometimes you can stop someone in their tracks and they'll go, oh, shit, I don't want no part of this. You know, maybe they'll just back off and leave you alone. It probably won't work that way, but it could. And sometimes you can be backing up and just stepping out of stuff. Oh, whoa, 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 crack. And you catch them right square in the chin or right between the eyes, good. And they fall forward like this. Which is bad because you need to grab them too. I mean, seriously, you need to grab. If you hit that person like that and you know they're out, you got to freaking, because you don't want someone to face plat down on concrete or something like that. You got to be quick enough to not only knock them out, but to grab them so they don't face plant and really do some damage to themselves. Oh, there's no winning in fighting, unless you're doing it like a sporting thing or one of these things where they get in the ring or something like that, which I'm cool with that. I mean, not for myself. I'd get killed, but young dudes that want to fight, do that. 100%, man. If you got it in you that you want to fight and you're a fucking kind of like a mean fucking asshole and you try to pick fights and bully people, fuck that. Don't do that. Don't bully fucking people to pick fights to get someone that don't know how to fight you. Fuck that shit. Fucking be a real tough dude and go do one of them little tough man contests or something. One of them beef things or ring whatever street beef things. Go in and do that because all them dudes want to fight. All them dudes will, and you might get your ass kicked, but you'll learn something. You'll learn what you're made of. You'll learn that you suck at fighting, or maybe you'll learn that you're pretty good, but you need to work on some things. If you're like a martial artist or something and you want to test yourself, go do it, man. But man, make sure you're in good health and you're fit, because that shit's fucking dangerous, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. It's not good to get hit in the head, man. Everyone ought to know that too, But if you're gonna do it and you want to do it, fucking go for it. Do it. That's what I say. That's the way I feel about that stuff. That's for sure. Now, if I'm gonna end this damn video, because I ended up bullshitting more than I did exercise. Oh well. That's all right. God, I got 32 minutes on this. Whew. Wow. When I talk, I just go on and on forever, and I don't, I probably need to think about what I'm going to talk about and be a little bit more organized with it rather than just chaotic and talk about everything. But yeah, maybe I'll need to work that out. Maybe, have like a little blackboard or something off camera that I look up at. Oh, okay, that's what I was talking about. Because I'm a pothead, dude. I go off on these fucking rants and then I fucking forget what I was talking about at times. Because, I got fucking, my short-term memory isn't the best because I use a lot of cannabis for pain and, because I've had a lot of injuries, so. I either eat it or vape it, and sometimes I've been trying to get away from smoking flower because smoking's pretty bad for someone like me, and so I've been trying to either use the vapes or use it, either eat gummies or something like that. It helps. I mean, I wouldn't even been able to work out today because my injuries I've had in here bother me so bad that it, I don't want to do nothing, but I take a couple ibuprofens, a little bit of cannabis, and hey, I'm good. I can work out. I'm wave my damn arms around in there and move and get a little exercise in. It's better than nothing, That's why I'm glad that they made recreational legal in Ohio and that, people that can grow it. Because, Hey man, you get elderly, start getting aches and pains and start hurting, and you had them when you're young too, but they even get worse when you get older. And a little bit of cannabis and ibuprofen or that other one I can't say, Aleve, whatever, a little bit of that, and it helps you a lot. You know, does me anyhow. Does wonders for me. I wouldn't be working out at all, today if it wasn't for it. Because I'm in so much pain, I had to go into the doctor. I was complaining about it because like my face was going numb and hurting, burning pretty bad. And I didn't think I was like having a stroke or anything, but I didn't want to take a chance on it because my vision was fucked up in this eye too. But that's probably because of the swelling that I get in here from when this swells up, more so than it was like a stroke thing. But since like I got like all these heart issues and stuff, and the strokes usually go along with it, I'm gonna go in and talk. I'm gonna go into emergency and talk to the doctor. Fuck it. I'm gonna be, instead of being a hard ass stupid fucker that fuck it, I'll be all right. I'm gonna go in and talk to him, and okay, it's just you're just having some swelling issues, and blah blah blah. There's no, it don't look like you got an infection, but they went ahead and did like a COVID RSV, and she said something else test, to check to see if I didn't had any kind of infection going on. And it looked like I was okay in there, so it's likely that's just. The weather change and crap that's causing me the pain, and it also could be. I also thought too that some of my heart medication causes joint pain and stiffness. All right, and I'm wondering if what causes joint pain and stiffness what does it do to like pre-existing injuries? Does it make them hurt worse? I don't know. So hopefully I'll get this sorted out and figure out what's going on. Man, that motherfucker hurts bad, man. Oh shit. Trials of life, man. You just fucking suck it up, soldier on, and soldier forward, and try to be as tough as you can, man. Whine a little bit when you got to, because it does make you feel a little bit better, but you can't whine too much, and you can't baby yourself too much either, There's always a fine line to shit in anything. Gotta baby a little, but not too much, Alright, world. I guess this is the world. It's not the United States. It's not this Northeast Ohio. It's the entire world, man. That's the way it is now. Now, please like and subscribe, and I hope you like my talks and my videos, and please like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully get better and produce better content in the future that's more interesting to people, because I watch a lot of different stuff on martial arts, and I am trying to copy off of some of these guys a little bit and how they do stuff, and and talk and crap. It's kind of cool how good they are at it. I kind of admire all the different people. I said before, like Izzo Wing Chun, I thought he's really cool, and I think the Karate Nerd, he's really cool. Who else did I say that I like, that I watch? Oh yeah, Monkey Steals Peach, dude. Man, I should write down all these people's names and shit, and write the links and in the links so other people might watch their stuff. And who else was it that I liked that I thought was pretty good, like different martial arts? I watch this stuff. Well, I'll think about it in time. Maybe that's what I'll do. One of these times I'll just if I don't feel good and can't really work out that much, then I'll just talk about martial arts. Talk about the different people I watch online. And better yet, if I really recorded this stuff, I sat here in my computer, I could turn my damn phone around Yeah, there you go, Brainiac. You could turn your damn phone around and say, oh, yeah, this is a guy I like. Yeah, this guy's cool. You know, and then I don't even got to put no damn links in. If someone really wanted to see, they just stop the damn, oh, okay, there's the guy. Yeah, okay, I know who he is. Or whatever, you know. As other people watch the same dudes that I do, I'm sure, because you know the martial arts community is. Martial artists are pretty cool to one another. You know, I mean, there's always rivalries and shitty people, but the majority of people that really truly love martial arts and guitar too, because I'm also a guitarist, that really love the art, that really love guitar, they put all that fucking bullshit beside them, you know. And in order to improve themselves, they listen to other people and stuff, and they're you know, okay, I get that, and you know, and it helps you learn. Most people, you know, they get, some people don't, and they'd rather fight and be shitty and pretend like their martial arts is better because they know some art, and that's some like ego problems and shit. Because you know, it's just because you've learned a particular art or you had a particular teacher, it don't fucking make you good. It don't fucking mean shit, really. What makes any martial artist good is the effort and hard work that they put into their martial arts. That's it. Who your teacher was, I don't give a fuck. Nobody even knows who my teacher was. My teacher was just some guy that liked martial arts, and he trained his son to be a kickboxing champ in Northeast Ohio. Briefly, you know, for in the 80s for a little bit. And he loved martial arts. He loved it from, you know, I met him in the 80s to the time he died in the early 2000s. We talked, would have talks for hours about it. You know, when when I was grown up and had responsibilities and couldn't come around and work out with him and older, he's fucking teaching the younger kids and crap that were around. That, you know, like his son's stepsons and stuff, and he was still teaching people. He loved to teach. He loved martial arts. Nothing would have ever stopped him from teaching. Not till the moment, you know, he finally passed away. Matter of fact, he, you know, like I think I seen him like a week or so before he died, maybe a couple weeks or something. I'd go and visit him, and he was teaching me then. You know, once you're a teacher, you're always a teacher. Once you're somebody's student, he's always going to be your teacher. That's how martial arts works. You know, but teacher also learn from their students. You know, because man, it's a cool relationship. Because your students will challenge you. They'll ask you about stuff. Well, when someone tries to hit me in the club like this, and a lot of them will do it, and it's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? And yeah, that's what I would do. You know, not smack the shit out of them, knock them on the ground. I mean, I've had guys do that crap to me before. I've seen people do it to my teacher too. It doesn't turn out good. He gets the shit smacked out of him usually. Uh, oh God, I got so many different memories of different people, different clowns trying stuff, and it's funny when you think about it. All right, well, I was supposed to end this video 10 minutes ago, and I didn't, and I'm going to try to end it this time. Please like and subscribe. Out of here. See ya. Peace.